You know, actually, the women are scarier than the men.
Oh, Todd, you know me so well. Lots of things happening this past week. Let me get right to it with my pal, Fart Cucumber, who's going down as probably the most corrupt, compromised, and incompetent attorney in Kootenai County history. Here's the bill. I'll spare you the details, but he paid himself mini $32.50 chunks to chat on the phone with the three wacko trustees. The grand total is $22,510.18 for the month. Take it away, Trustee Zimmerman.
The college has been billed $24,797 for December and $22,510 for January. That's more than $47,000, and we have yet to receive the February invoice. Much of the work Mr. McComber is doing is a result of lawsuits brought on by the board's actions, but also by some of his actions. He said he needed to investigate Dr. Swain and his contract, and the board has followed that recommendation, and now we have two lawsuits facing us. In the best interest of the college and the students, the board needs to release Mr. McComber. I think we should find an attorney who has not made campaign contributions to trustees.
Oh, Terry. That's the way of the local Kootenai County Republican Central Committee. Cronyism, corruption, no transparency, and a lust for spending other people's money. On to the Wednesday board meeting. It started with an executive session downstairs. Here's a shot of Dr. South in some kind of curious attire.
Everything is proceeding as I have foreseen.
Public comment was a concern because both trustees, McKinsey and Wagner, sent out messages to rally their troops, which is questionable in the face of the impending loss of accreditation. Trust me, the NWCCU is a lot smarter than both of these bozos, but these people are beneath nothing. Speaking of someone who's beneath nothing,
accreditation is awarded by independent accrediting agencies that periodically examine schools' curricular offerings to confirm that they are providing the students with a quality education. What academic or curricular shortcoming caused NIC's accreditation to come under scrutiny? The answer is none.
If Chairman Poopy Pants read the complaint, he would see that it's board governance that's the issue, which is definitely part of the entire accreditation package. Now, I'm a graduate of the University of California, San Diego. Yes, the famous library here where on the 18th floor you can check out porn. My university was under the threat of disaccreditation when I attended. The reason, and I'm not making this up, was a lack of social life on campus. Accreditation can be lost for many reasons, not just academic performance. College is a big picture, which is apparently beyond the reach of self-important wannabe tyrants. Back to public comments, and someone who's definitely smarter than an elitist trust fund baby. Listen as he lays into the trustees and to Fart Cucumber, who deserve all the manure shoveled their way.
Mr. McComber, your hiring specifically is mentioned as an issue and must be resolved. You need to resign immediately due to your improprieties. I look forward to your future disbarment hearings in the state of Idaho. Mr. Wagner, your resume points to your success of leading Fortune 500 companies in the 80s. It's easy to see why you're a former and not a current leader. Since attaining your position, you presented no original ideas and served as a puppet for other members of the board. You specifically mentioned multiple times that accreditation is not at risk. You either need to resign your position or shift your focus to preserving this institution. Finally, Mr. McKenzie, your actions in December at multiple meetings and the violating of meeting laws is called out in the letter. Your political ambitions are obvious to everyone in the room who even pays a cursory glance in your direction. Enjoy your view from your current position, because I feel confident that after this fiasco you've helped create, you fully need to resign. I fully expect your political career to end here. I don't think you'll be able to be elected dog catcher in Athol after this mess.
And now, my friend, Tom Torgeson.
I am so sick and tired of you guys not having the guts to say what your end game is, because you guys don't have the balls to say what you want. And I'm sick of it. You're pitiful.
I can provide a translation for you if Tom's words were too subtle. By the way, those weren't live shots of Banducci, though he was smirking and making faces to anyone who said public comment and understands that it's his goal to destroy North Idaho College. I'm a big fan of people who tell it like it is. Associate Students President Damian Maxwell is one of those people. Here he opens his remarks, referring to the friends of Banducci and Brent Reagan, who were shouting obscenities at students during the last trustees meeting.
The attempt of individuals to silence student voices, amongst others, through harassment and intimidation is unacceptable. Homophobic, profane, or slanderous speech is not tolerated on North Idaho College campus, and this must be upheld by all attendees of public meetings. We ask the leaders of North Idaho College, Interim President Greg South, and Board of Trustees to publicly denounce these acts and take swift action in removing individuals that disrupt meetings with discriminative and slanderous acts. If college leaders do not adequately address these recent actions, their silence will be taken as an open endorsement of these inappropriate and discriminatory behaviors. Yeah, and then there was a change recently on the agenda that said the order of public comment was up to the board's discretion, and I was wondering if you'd clarify what that means. I don't know. You talk about how you want to do better as board chair, and then stuff like this comes out, and it's disappointing. I'm not seeing any improvement. We also have, 3 votes of no confidence passed against you from staff, students, and faculty, and none of those are acknowledged. Is there any plans to acknowledge those in the near future?
And this is why accreditation is doomed. Damian brings up valid points, all in line with what the NWCCU accreditation report demands, but the malignant right-wing wacko trustees, they ignore him. Article in the Coeur d'Alene Press, Judge considers injunction in Swain lawsuit. Again, Mr. Regan, this is one of the reasons that accreditation is in peril. Your bozo board dismissed NIC's legitimate president without cause and against his contract. This is what's known in the academic world as bad. Here's an email that proves Banducci's not only a bully, but a thoughtless fool. The 54 days item implied that after the upcoming election, Banducci and his KCRCC-appointed board would remove Dr. Swain. To write this threat down in an email shows how stupid Banducci is, but it plays well into Dr. Swain's case. From the article, it appeared to be communicating a threat, Swain said in court on Friday. As soon as the election happens, you may be gone. Yep. That's the nature of this thug. Not only arrogant and rude, but lacking in intelligence or grace. Remember, the Central Committee wants more like him on every elected board in the county. Tell your friends. Swain said the emails from Macomber included one dated January 26 that forbade Swain from communicating about any college matters with Coeur d'Alene School District Superintendent Sean Hawker or with the media. He has the freedom of speech, but that freedom has costs, Macomber reportedly wrote in reference to Swain. You know that Macomber serves on the GOP Central Committee. He's one of their heroes. And he's willing to subvert Dr. Swain's rights. What about your rights? I tell you, these people are authoritarians. Art, Todd, Greggy, they're all in the thick of it. After hearing evidence and arguments, Judge Meyer said Friday that she will take the matter under advisement and issue a written decision. I do anticipate it will be sooner rather than later, she said.
I formally make a motion to reinstate President Swain immediately.
Is there a second?
I second it.
Second, going to discussion. Sir, you have the floor.
Okay.
Please continue.
As I said earlier, I heard tonight that we need to respect the decisions of the board. Dr. Swain was hired at the end of a legitimate process, so I think he is legitimately the board president.
We'll start on the side of the table. Trustee Zimmerman.
Yes.
Trustee Gordon.
Yes.
Trustee Banducci.
Nay.
Trustee Wagner.
Nay.
It is a tie, and the chair votes nay.